4 months ago, the first anti-tank missile vehicles from the North Korea appeared on the front line, and the other day the drone operators of Ukrainian Army managed to track down one of these vehicles. We are talking about a 6-wheel Bucha 4 vehicle which was spotted in Kharkiv region. Forbes reports the self-propelled anti-tank missile vehicle was spotted by a fighter of the Ukrainian Army from the Vetrolom group, part of the 3rd Assault Brigade. The drone struck the missiles that were in the launcher of a Bucha 4. The self-propelled system from the DPRK was destroyed. This is the first official confirmation of destroying an armored vehicle that the DPRK began supplying to the Russian Federation in 2024. In an attempt to seize as much Ukrainian territory as possible, Putin is throwing large numbers of men and vehicles into the battle. Every day, on average, the Russian armed forces are left without 1,000 soldiers and 100 units of armored vehicles. Experts say that the record losses in the ranks of the Russian armed forces over the autumn exceed those who Putin manages to recruit into the ranks of the army. The catastrophic losses have deprived Russian regiments and brigades of momentum. Russian forces will eventually achieve operationally significant gains if Ukrainian forces do not halt ongoing Russian offensives, concluded the Institute for the Study of War. But the Russian military cannot sustain this rate of casualties indefinitely, especially with such limited successes. The Russian war effort would be even more fragile than it is now without those thousands of North Korean soldiers and dozens of howitzers and rocket launchers. That's why the first Ukrainian strike against the North Korean machine in Ukraine is such a big deal. In order to repel the dual offensive in the Donbass and Kursk, the Ukrainians not only need to continue to deplete Russian forces, but also begin to deplete North Korean forces. Bucha 4 is a long-range self-propelled ATGM with a 6x6 or 4x4 wheelbase. It is designed to destroy tanks with modern protection on them as well. The opto-electronically guided missile hits the tank from above, where it has the thinnest armor. North Korean reinforcements are indispensable to the Russian war effort, hurling assault group after assault group at Ukrainian positions in a desperate effort to take or retake as much territory as possible before the inauguration of US President-elect Donald Trump potentially upends the politics of the wider war. In late January, the Russians have been losing between 1,200 and 2,000 troops and up to 100 vehicles every day for months.
Volunteers with the Syrian Civil Defense, a group also known as the White Helmets that operate in rebel-held areas, are cleaning up the debris and damage on the streets of Aleppo after insurgents captured the city from government forces over the weekend. We are currently working on a cleanup campaign to remove the debris from the bombing, clear out destroyed vehicles, and eliminate signs of destruction, paving the way for the return of normal life for our civilian population, said one of the volunteers with the group. The sudden capture of Aleppo, Syria's largest city and an ancient hub of Middle East culture and commerce, was led by the jihadi group Hayat Tahrir al-Sham as well as an umbrella group of Turkish-backed Syrian militias called the Syrian National Army. It was the first opposition attack on Aleppo since 2016, when a brutal Russian air campaign retook the northwestern city for Syrian President Bashar Assad after rebel forces had seized it. Intervention by Russia, Iran and Iranian allied Hezbollah and other groups has allowed Assad to remain in power within the 70% of Syria under his control. After Aleppo, insurgents moved into the countryside around Idlib and neighboring Hama province. The Syrian military and its foreign allies have rushed reinforcements and launched airstrikes as they attempted to stall their momentum.
على